Good morning. Today is Monday, June 10th, 2024. Stocks rose last week despite conflicting stories from economic reports.
Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update.
The Dow Jones Industrials Average inched up 0.29% last week, while the Standard & Poor's 500 index powered ahead 1.31%. The Nasdaq Composite led, picking up 2.38%, and the MSCI EAFE index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, rose 1.29% for the week through Thursday's close. And so we continue to have green across the board. All four indices that we track here are positive over the last 1 month, year to date, 1 year, and 5-year trailing. And you can see what those returns look like on for those different indices. And we can see that bond yields are down, although modestly. Last reported yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury came in at 4.43%, down 0.89% from just 1 month ago. Remember, when yields come down, the value of bonds or bond prices go up. Weak manufacturing data prompted declines early in the week, reflecting investor concerns over the economy's strength. But stocks rallied in anticipation of the jobs report on Friday. However, the market reaction was mixed when the stronger than expected jobs report finally came. The S&P 500 touched a record high intraday before profit taking late in that session on Friday. The jobs report underscored the economy's resilience while highlighting the data's mixed nature. The 272,000 jobs added in May were higher than the 190,000 economists expected. At the same time, wages rose 4.1% from a year ago. The strong jobs report and surprise wage increase supported the narrative that the Fed may now wait longer before considering a move on interest rates. Although inflation now exceeds the central bank's 2% target, the jobs report suggests that economic growth remains powerful despite higher short-term rates. As always, we will continue to keep our finger on the pulse of both the economy and the different stock markets and bond markets. This week's key economic data that we are watching includes today a look at the 3-month Treasury bill auction. Nothing slated for tomorrow, Tuesday. On Wednesday, we get the Consumer Price Index, that inflation report, and we get a decision by the Fed. So we get that FOMC announcement on interest rates. So will they cut? Will they hold steady? We will have to see. And then, of course, the press conference that will follow by Fed Chair Powell. On Thursday, we get a look at jobless claims. We also get the final producer price index, and then Fed official John Williams will be speaking. And then Friday, we get a look at consumer sentiment, and then another Fed official, Austin Goolsbee, is scheduled to speak. With SmartMix, we primarily invest in individual stocks, cutting out the many hidden costs that can be found in many of today's investment products. A lighter week on the stock front, watching companies reporting earnings. We've just got a handful, or not even a handful, just a few here to keep our eyes on. So if you'd like, you can learn about our low-cost, fully transparent, and personalized approach at smartmixportfolios.com. Lastly, at 2 p.m. today, I will be sending out our full economic update for the week. This update includes more than what I talk about here on Monday morning, including our very popular weekly tax tip. This week's tax tip takes a look at your withholding. So the question we want to ask you is when was the last time you checked your withholding status? So if you are working, most people check their withholding status at the end of the year or as filing season arrives, but the middle of the year may be as good of a time as any to double check your withholding status and confirm its accuracy. In this week's tax tip, we review an online tax withholding estimator, which can help you assess the tax withheld from your wages. So if you'd like this weekly economic update, this full update, which includes the tax tip, you may subscribe at our website, which is www.investwithccg.com. Again, this tax tip and this full economic update goes out at 2 p.m. Central Time.
Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.